One of the biggest conveniences about mobile gaming is that you could take them on the go, but sometimes while you're on the go, you lose that internet connection, but you still want to get your game on. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 15 games that you could take anywhere, play anywhere, because they're offline experiences. 15 that are new to the scene, that are really solid, that I would recommend you try. First on today's list is Shima the Sacred Fox, a Japanese Hawaiian story that has 1,000 downloads. Here, the light is your last hope for survival. You're going to play as Shima Nobu, a fox, Miwa, and you're going to save the village from darkness. Remember, light is your friend right here. This is a 2D adventure platformer with many interesting puzzle elements and beautiful hand-drawn magical world. I like this one because of its atmospheric elements, and in addition to that, the pixelated world is something that brings me back in time into the 90s when gaming was just a little bit more pure. This is definitely a fun one that you should try if you like platformers. But let's speed things up a little bit here with Turbo Tornado Open World Race. This is one of the better offline racing games that are available right now. This one has 100,000 downloads and is rated with 4.4 stars. And essentially you're going to be building up your vehicle, really customizing it to your liking, and then taking it out to the streets and racing. Pretty similar to many other racing titles out there, except for this one is an offline experience, and it does have some decent graphics that are comparable to many others out in the genre. King of Defense 3 Survival is up next, and what we're looking at here is a tower defense game. I absolutely love tower defense games, and here it's a very straightforward alley where enemies come, and you need to set up your towers and defenses to prevent those enemies from getting to your castle. Super straightforward element that you have here in the game with some really classic style defenses, mortars, archer towers, etc. But things do get more complex and exciting as time goes on. As you push yourself through the waves, the enemies will get more difficult, but you'll have more power to upgrade your defenses along the way. Another fun tower defense game. This one is absolutely offline, which makes it exciting. Vampire Survivors is a survival-style bullet hell game that's absolutely amazing. It brings you into the days of Castlevania, but here, it's a bullet hell survival game. Quite fun, very addicting, but most importantly, it's a difficult game. This one is not easy to compete in. You're going to be upgrading your gear and all of your attacks as time goes on, and eventually making yourself so strong that nothing can penetrate you. This one right here is an amazing game that's available both on PC and on mobile, and is just addicting. It's going to keep you coming back for more. Alright, tell me that you don't remember Marble Madness. It was a game back on Genesis back in the day where you were a marble and you had to roll your way through different puzzles. Well, here we have Gears Forever, and it is the same type of game. You are a ball rolling around in a bunch of puddles with a bunch of gears in the way. Very cool, atmospheric, calming music style game with only 500 downloads at this point in time. If you like something that's just a relaxing experience, a bit of a puzzle, and something that's very rewarding as you get to the end and progress further than you have previously, with a good atmospheric vibe to it, this is a solid one for you to try. River City Girls is next, and this one reminds me very much so of Streets of Rage. It has 10,000 downloads. This one is an offline experience, and it takes you onto the streets in a Streets of Rage style combat system, even pixelated like back in the day. But here, the heroes, well, they're female. That's what's making this one different. The combat is really fun and very similar to combat that you would have experienced back in the 90s, same as the graphics. It's just a really nice casual style game. Unfortunately, the ratings on this one are only at 2.4 stars. So I want you to try this one out and rate it for yourself, and you can come back and let me know in the comments if it deserves a few more stars. And one of the best games on today's list is Hack. This game has 1 million downloads, 4.5 stars. It's available on PC, consoles, and now on mobile. And what it is a fast-paced hack and slash style platformer game that has some simplistic graphics, but ones that are quite rewarding as well. The battles are fun, enemies that you encounter inside of this game are rewarding once you take them down, and the game is just really fun. Maybe you're looking for the next rendition of Hello Neighbor. Are you trying to infiltrate your neighbor's house, find out what he has hiding while not being found and attacked by the neighbor? This is one of those horror style games that's become quite popular over the years, and now this rendition is just a new version of the game. Many people are addicted to Hello Neighbor because of the curiosity that you can ensue within the game. It's really a lot of fun and has that offline capability. Tactical Horizon FPS is an offline shooting style game that does it well for an offline shooting style game. You're not going to have competition here with PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile, or anything like that. But here you do have an offline experience that can really make you feel like you're being rewarded with some good shooter action. This is a really solid one in the offline space, and it sits with 50,000 downloads. Let's take a look at something new here. This one's called Caves of Lore. It has 1,000 downloads, 4.9 stars on only 90 reviews, and it has a price tag of $8. This is a turn-based pixel art fantasy CRPG that combines element of environmental exploration and character interaction with tactical grid-based combat. You can have a 6-character party with 65 plus spells, 65 plus abilities, traits, more than 50 monsters, 40 NPCs in the game, and 30 plus quests, as well as 20 different areas to explore. It sounds like this one has a ton of stuff for you to do. If you like the pixelated style gameplay, which I personally do, it doesn't bother me, this is a game that can give you many hours of enjoyment. A retro game, John Mambo. What we're looking at here is an old Mercs style arcade action shooter game where you're going to be going through different villages and different stages, taking down some big enemies that you come along the way. This is really a silly style shoot 'em up game that has a very casual approach to it. It's not something that you're going to say, this is my favorite game of all time, but it is one that you're going to say, this is pretty fun, and I'm going to come back and play a little bit more. Again, if you like pixelated gameplay and you're looking for a bite-off Rambo style character in a really goofy style game, this is a good option for you, and it has 1,000 downloads and sits with 3.7 stars as of the time of recording this video. Now, Grim Valor is a game that's been around for years. It's got 1 million downloads and 4.7 stars and has a $0 price tag. As you can see, it's won quite a few awards over the years, and what we're looking at here is an action RPG style game, really fancying itself on having an experience that you could take offline. Many of the best action RPGs right now, such as Diablo Immortal and Undecember, they don't have offline capabilities, but Grim Valor does. Next up we have Witchwood, which is a very new game with a $5 price tag and only 100 downloads. Witchwood is a crafting adventure game set in an expressive land of gothic fables and fairy tales. As you can tell, we have a very atmospheric game here. As the mysterious old witch of the woods, you're going to explore strange countryside, collect magical ingredients, brew sorcerous enchantments, and pass your twisted judgment upon the capricious cast of characters and creatures. It's a really story-driven game, built with atmospheric elements and sounds that really seems like a nice, enjoyable calming experience that many are gonna like. Little Nightmares started out on PC and console, made its way over to mobile where it sits with 50,000 downloads and 4.2 stars. It also has an on-sale price tag right now of $6, typically priced at $9. Here you're playing as a character in the yellow raincoat that's just trying to get themselves out of this horror-ridden realm. You're going to encounter many different puzzles along the way that really are going to slow things down for you and prevent you from escaping, and you're going to encounter a bunch of your childhood fears with this one. It's a really cool, atmospheric looking game, and in my opinion, from the genre of horror, one of the better games. Many games in the horror space are quite a bit cheesy if you ask me, but this one's done right. Stardew Valley. We're looking at a farming game right here that's super casual, super enjoyable, addictive, and has 1 million downloads, and is rated really well with 4.5 stars. It also sits with a $5 price tag. It's essentially an award-winning, open-ended farming RPG. It's going to give you hours of gameplay and enjoyment that's going to be super rewarding, and one that'll keep you farming forever. And lastly, we have another tower defense game for you, this one in a vertical format, titled Epic Tower Idle Defense. This is a newer title with only 5,000 downloads, and inside of this one, you're going to find yourself in a captivating idle game that challenges you to upgrade your tower against hordes of menacing monsters and unique bosses. You're going to unleash powerful special abilities using unique cards and master the art of survival. It's just another one of those really rewarding style tower defense games, and honestly, when you look at it, it kind of also looks like one of those bullet hell survival games, except for without the movement. Definitely something that you tower defense fans may want to take a peek at. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because every day I'm bringing you top 10 game lists, letting you know exactly what games are out and which ones are worth you trying out. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow with another video.